Are you able
Yes,
to?
sir.
Yeah. So the last workshop we discussed about how to create one simple REST endpoint using Node.js and how we can consume by using Angular as well as React. We discussed on it. Okay, just we created like one simple REST endpoint, one GET request we created, fetch the data from the database, and we consume that particular endpoint by using React as well as Angular. Okay, today and tomorrow our session also similar kind of, but the thing is, instead of REST endpoints, just I want to create like a GraphQL endpoint. Instead of REST endpoints, just I want to create like a GraphQL endpoint, and I want to consume that GraphQL endpoints by using React as well as by using Angular. That is the requirement. Okay, so first of all, why we go for GraphQL? Okay, compare with the REST endpoints. Okay, in which case is the best? Okay, you can use the GraphQL endpoints. That is the first thing. You are using GraphQL over REST means, okay, there has some benefits should be right. Okay, in which case you should have to grow, we should have to go with the GraphQL endpoints. That is the first thing. The next one is like, okay, what kind of the terminologies, okay, what kind of terminologies we are going to use in GraphQL. The next thing is like create one GraphQL endpoint. After that, consume it by using Angular or React. Okay, let me show you that. Okay, first of all, why we go for GraphQL endpoints? GraphQL endpoints. Okay, after that, terminology. Okay, some terminology we are going to use. Okay, the next one is like create one endpoint. Create one endpoint. Okay, GraphQL endpoint. Create one GraphQL endpoint. The next one is like consume that endpoint. Consume that GraphQL endpoint using Angular, and React also. React also. Okay, this is our goal today and tomorrow. So why we go for GraphQL? Our REST, in which case you should or it is recommended to use like GraphQL. Say, for example, I have one small requirement. I have one REST endpoint is there. I have one REST endpoint. Fetch the data from the database. I have that database called as a school management system. In the school management system, there has a users collection is there. In my users collection, there has 100 documents. That has 100 documents over there. I have a one school management system. In the school management system database, I have one students. Okay, users or students collection is there. In the student collection, there has 100 documents over there. Each document has 20
काय
properties.
म्हणते?
Each document has
हो.
20 properties. Okay, just think like that. Each and every document has 20 properties. Okay, so properties is nothing but see here. Let me show you that. This is my MongoDB. In my MongoDB, there has one database is like SMS. In the SMS database, there has a students is like one collection. In the students collection, see whatever the key value pairs are there, those we can say like a properties. Now here, total how many properties are there? Okay, there has 20 properties are there. Just think like that. There has 20 properties are there. Okay, overall, how many documents are there? There is 100 documents are there. Okay, here just 3 documents. Okay, but think 100 documents I have. Total how many properties? Here only 4 properties are there, but think there has 20 properties are there each document. Okay, okay then. Now I have one REST endpoint. I have one REST endpoint. In the REST endpoint, in the REST endpoint, okay, just get the data, students data. This is my REST endpoint. Okay, if you write this endpoint without any conditions, okay, how many documents you can get it? Get the total student data. Get the total students data. This endpoint, if you write this REST endpoint, if you write, how many documents you can get it? 100 documents you can get it, right? 100 documents, you can get it. Each document has how many properties? For example, there has 20 properties or there 100 documents. There has 20 properties, you can get it. Each document has 20 properties. Yes or no? Okay, this is my one REST endpoint. It gives me 100 students. Each and every student has 20 properties. This data I want to display. This data I want to display in my application. My application is like a web application. My application is like a web application. In my web application, there has, which is running in the browser, there has huge memory is there. That the reason, okay, huge space also there. That the reason these 100 documents with 20 properties, all the properties I can show. Okay, that means 100 documents I can show with 20 properties. So the 100 documents plus 20 properties, this much data is going to load in my browser or not. If it is like a web application, this particular endpoint is like a best suitable. Why? Because I have more space to manage, to handle, to store or display these 100 documents. Each and every document has 20 properties. That's okay. If it is like a web application, 100% best suitable this particular endpoint. Now, if you want like in a mobile application, I want to display this data. Okay, these are hundred users data I want to display in my mobile application. In my mobile application, if I use this particular endpoint, see 100 students, each student has 20 properties, means total how many properties I have to store? 200 properties or 2000 properties I have to store it or not in my mobile application. 2000 properties if I store in my web application, my browser has enough memory so that I can handle, I can show. Okay, it's like a desktop, it's like a web application, just I can manage, no problem at all. In my mobile application, okay, 2000 properties if you want to store and manage and show or display the data in the tabular format, means it's like mobile application in the sense it's like limited memory or not. So that what we are thinking is I don't want to do to display all the properties. Okay, 100 students required, all the students required, I don't want to miss it even one student also. I want 100 students, but each student information, right? 20 properties, this is related to student data, but 20 properties I don't want to important information where, okay, the student name is what, okay, what is like its roll number, okay, his contact, okay, contact address, that's it. Okay, only three properties are enough in my mobile application. So if it is like three properties only, if it is like all the properties, 2000 properties memory you have to manage, you have to store. If it is like three properties only, just 300 properties memory, okay, 300 properties I can store or not? Yes or no? So in my mobile application, I don't want to display total 20 properties for every student. In my mobile application, just I want to show only three properties of each and every student. Now tell me how I can, means very simple. If I use the same REST endpoint, you can get 2000 properties, get the 2000 properties, but display 300 or not. Get the 2000 properties means you have to store, right? The problem is with storage only. If you get like 2000 properties for my mobile application with this endpoint, you store 2000 properties. Among those 2000 properties, 300 properties only I am using. Remaining 1700 properties, it's like we stored but we not used or not. Yes or no? Then why I need, if you not used, then why I need to store? If I store, it is required some memory or not? Yes or no? Then that time what we need to do, we can do one thing. Okay, can you create one more REST endpoint? Can we create one more REST endpoint? In this REST endpoint, can you get the total students with the three properties only? Three properties only, you can do it, no problem at all. Whenever you created like one more REST endpoint to get the total students with the three properties, then the time you can get like the 300 properties only, you can display the 300 properties or not? Yes. Okay, no problem, it will work. Another tab is there. In the tab I want to display 5 properties, then the time what do you want me to do? Okay, I want to create one more rest endpoint. I want to create one more rest endpoint. Now this time I want the total students with 5 properties. Okay, total students how many? 100 students with 5 properties is nothing but 500 properties data, 500 columns data you can get it. Okay, 500 fields data you can get it. Okay, those data you can store it and you can display it or not. Now tell me, for every single property if you want to add, you have to create one more endpoint or not? Yes or no? Understood, everyone? The key use case understood, right? Now my question is like, is there any possibility is there, okay, customize your input? For example, if I ask, hey, I am from mobile application, I want like only 3 properties, can you give me 3 properties only? I am from web application, can you give me 20 properties? I am from tab, okay, can you give me 5 properties? Can I customize my input? Is there any possibility is there by using rest means? No. Okay, we can customize it by writing your new endpoints only or not? But okay, by using GraphQL, what we can do, by using GraphQL we can customize your inputs. We can customize your inputs. You can write one GraphQL endpoint. You can write one GraphQL endpoint. From the web, you can send a request, okay, by requesting 20 properties, 100 documents with 20 properties, with 20 properties. You can, okay, ask for my mobile application, okay, you can send a request to the same GraphQL endpoint with 100 documents. I want 100 documents with 3 properties, with 3 properties. The next one is like, I want, like, I'm from tab, okay, I can send a request to the same endpoint. I send a request to the same endpoint. I needed like 100 documents, is nothing but 100 students with 5 properties. Okay, now see, you can create one simple GraphQL endpoint, only one endpoint, only one endpoint you can create. You can customize that particular input. The input is nothing but you're asking, you are giving some inputs to my GraphQL endpoint. Hey man, I want 100 properties, I want 20 properties, I want 3 properties, I want 1 property only, I want 10 properties only. How many properties you are asking, that many properties you can get it. Understood, everyone? So which one is the best in this scenario? I'm not telling like each and every scenario you should have to go with GraphQL endpoints. No, not like that. But in this case, which one is the best, REST or GraphQL? In this case, which one is the best recommended to use? Obviously GraphQL, right? Most of the times there is a huge data is there only. Okay, you are going to perform like most of the times retrieving operations. Just go with the GraphQL. In your application you are doing like retrieving operations. Most of the times my insertion is like less. Okay, I have a huge data in my database, just I want to retrieve the data. Sometimes, okay, complete data, sometimes partial data. Then that time just you can go with the GraphQL and the points. Understood, everyone? Come on. Okay, this is one thing, you can customize the inputs. The next one is like, see, if it is like a REST endpoint, if you want to send a request to the server from client, what mandatory inputs are required? They created one REST endpoint. If you want to consume that REST endpoint, if you want to send a request to the server as a client, what you're expecting from the server?
Address and URL.
Yeah, as a client, I'm expecting like URL, URL and method or not. URL and method. This URL and method is like vary from one endpoint to another endpoint. At the same time, by seeing this endpoint also, we can say like what? Hey, this is like a what kind of operation? It's like insert operation, or it's kind of delete operation, or it's kind of update operation. By seeing this method, I can tell. At the same time, by seeing this URL, I can see the address of that particular endpoint where it is running or not. Yes or no? So if it is like a REST, my URL is like always different. Your URL is like a vary one REST to another REST endpoint. The methods also is like vary based on, okay, decides based on your operation or not. Yes or no? But if you come to the GraphQL endpoint, if it is like a REST, my URLs are different and methods also different. Is like a get method, post method, put method, delete method, something like this or not. Yes or no? But if you come to the GraphQL, okay, it is like the URL is always like same. The URL is like always same. Okay, we are going to give the same URL for my client. He is going to consume all your GraphQL endpoints with the same URL, the same request method. My GraphQL request method always what you know, it's like a post only. It's always like post only. Here there is no confusion, nothing. The URL for my client, we are going to give like the same URL. There is no change at all. Okay, the request method also there is no change at all. The request method also always like post only. Okay, how we can consume? We'll see by using React how we can do. Okay, these 2 days. Okay, we are going to cover that one too. Understood, everyone? Come on. The next one. If it is like, REST, for example, you send a request. You are expecting like 100. Okay, for example, instead of 100, if you get like something like okay, some string, then the time, okay, there is no error, nothing. You can get like what? The input you are expecting like, okay, the output, you send a request, the output you are expecting like what? 100, just you received like a string. That's okay, fine. I'm expecting an integer, but I'm receiving like a string. There is no error, nothing. Yes, you can get the output. You can, okay, that means my request got successfully completed, and my output is like I am expecting integer, but I'm receiving like a number. That's okay, fine. That's okay, fine. But if you come to the GraphQL, we can do one thing. What you know, you can give the types. You can give the type for your request as well as, okay, that means response. You can give the type for the request as well as response also. For my request data, for example, you are like sending one roll number is like 10. Instead of 10, no, if you pass like Sachin also, there is no error, nothing in the rest sometimes. Okay, if you not manage like types, DTOs and everything, it's like simply you can pass it. Instead of 10, no, you can pass like a Sachin also, no problem at all. But come to the GraphQL, we are going to define the types. Define the types for your request as well as response also. I am expecting the response is like integer, but if you get like response is like a string, obviously 200% you can get the output is like, okay, mismatched response type, mismatched input type, bad request, that kind of errors you can get it. That means for every request, exactly which kind of data, okay, which properties, the property type is what, okay, we are going to define first. That particular matching data one it is going to accept from the client. If if the data is not matched, roll number I'm expecting like integer, but roll number he passed like something else, then the time you can get the error. So not only request, you are expecting the response is like integer, but you got like string, then the time also it is not work. So for request and responses, we can give the types here. For request and responses, we can give the types here. Understood, everyone? Come on. All are okay? Okay, now I'm going to create, okay, two types of applications. One is like Node, okay, just core Node application. The another one is like Node with Express application. Two applications I'm going to create. Okay, just we can go with the first one. Now the next one is like a terminology. Okay, what kind of terms we are going to use? Terminology wise, just you can remember this GraphQL not only for this particular Node.js. These terminologies is common for any programming language. Okay, whether it is like a GraphQL, it is not for only Node.js. Okay, in the Java, you can create like a GraphQL endpoints. The PHP, you can create a GraphQL endpoints. You can create Node.js. You can create Python. Okay, it is like it's a kind of how the rest it is going to use in different languages. Same like this over rest, we are going to use like a GraphQL. What kind of terminologies we can use? You know. Okay, the first one is like type definitions. The next one is like resolvers terminology. The next one is like a query. The next one is like mutation. The next one is like mutation. These four terminologies you can remember. These four terminologies you can remember. Okay, now I already told you type definitions is nothing but what you know, type definitions just now I told, right? We can define the type for my request as well as response also or not? Yes or no? We can define in our GraphQL, okay, we can define the type for my request as well as what? For my request as well as what? Response also or not. We can define the types for my request as well as response also. The next one is like resolvers. What is resolver? Okay, in the name itself. Okay, I asked you to, hey, can you insert the data in the database? My client asked, hey, can you get the data from the database? Okay, I am asking, I have a query, get the data. That is my query. You have to resolve that query, right? As a server side guy, either it's like a GraphQL endpoint or a REST endpoint. The client asks you something, you have to resolve it or not. For that, you have to write some functionality. Functionality is nothing but you have to write some statements so that, okay, those statements we are going to write where? In the resolver section or not. That means my client send a query to you. Query means one request to you. That request you have to resolve and you have to give it back or not the response. So resolvers is like a kind of core JavaScript functionality we are going to write, okay, based on the client, what he is expecting, what his question, what his query, you have to resolve that query or not. Understood? Resolver section. Come on. Resolver section is okay. Type definitions, we are going to give the type for the inputs as well as output. We are going to give the type for the input as well as output. Okay, resolvers is nothing but what? It's just resolve the query. That's it. Okay, just it is going to resolve that query. The next one is what about the query? What about the mutation? Query and mutation. Come on, terminology wise, query and mutation. Anyone knows? Very simple. Actually, this is the node now. This is going to perform some operations on the database or not. What kind of operations we are going to perform on the database? You can insert the data, you can update the data, you can delete the data, you can retrieve the data or not. 4 operations only mostly we are going to perform. Among these 4 operations, which operations are like made data manipulations, which are not? Which operations are like make data manipulations and which are not? Come on.
Insert and patch put.
Okay. It is like insert operation. It is going to do some data manipulations or not. Okay. The next one is like what? Update operation.
Update.
It's going to do some data manipulations or not. The next one is like delete. It is going to do some data manipulations or not. Okay. The next one is like retrieve. Any data manipulations you are going to do in the database? No, right? So that we are going to perform 2 types of operations on the database. One is like, okay, without no changes, no data manipulations with data manipulations. So retrieving operations, we are not performing any data manipulations. So retrieving operations, no data manipulations, that kind of operations in GraphQL come under query section. Understood, everyone? Only data manipulations come under mutation section. My operation is like Node.js, it's going to perform some operations on the database. I want to retrieve the data. Okay, your operation come under which section? Query or mutation?
Query.
The query or not? Okay, I want to delete one student. I want to delete one student from my database. Your operation come under what? Query or mutation?
Mutation.
Like the mutation section or not? Understood? Terminologies. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, these are the 4. Okay, let me recap. Type definitions. Just we are going to define the type for the input as well as output. How it is going to define? Okay, the syntactical how it is looks like. We'll see that one. Don't worry about that one. Okay, it is used for what? Define the type for what? Define the type for input as well as output. What about the resolver? Whatever my client requested, whatever the request my client send, that request you have to resolve, right? That is your responsibility or not as a Node.js? Yes or no? You have to resolve. That means you have to write some code, right? Some functionality you have to write, right? Where we can write the functionality within the function, right? So that those all, okay, you can write in the resolver section. Those all we can write in the resolver section. Okay, what is the next one? Retrieving operation, not data
Query.
manipulation. Okay, then your okay action should come under query.
Query.
Data manipulations, insert, update, delete. Your action come under mutation or
Mutation.
your action come under mutation. Understood, everyone? Okay, so can we create one simple GraphQL endpoint by using Node.js now? Let's go. Okay, I don't want to go with the express. After that, we can create like node with express. The procedure and everything will never change. Node with express means the libraries are going to change. But okay, both we can see. Let's go. Let me create our workspace folder is there, right? Where is that? Folder GraphQL. So let me open that. Open folder, the desktop, workshop, and this is the one. Okay, then. Now let me create one more folder here. Okay, open folder. I want to create like two types of applications now, with express, without express. So the first one is like app1. Okay, app2 you can create. Two. Okay, app2. App1 first. Okay, first my application one. So tell me, okay, four things. If you want to work with any JavaScript related application, any JavaScript related, either it's like a React or Angular or Vue or Backbone or Node.js, whatever it may be, if you want to maintain your libraries and everything, your maintain dependencies, which file is required? Package.json.
Package.json.
So can we create it manually? So how we can create the package.json in the app file? By running one of the commands, npm
init
init is the command.
init.
Npm init is the command. It's a PowerShell. Can you open in the command prompt? Just run it. Npm init. Okay. Just okay. Answer these questions. Just click, and finally, yes, my package.json created or not. Okay. But this package.json I want in the app one, na? So that just create in the app one. Okay, done. What next? Anyone guess? What next? If you want to
Install the
create
software.
your GraphQL endpoints, what kind of libraries, minimum libraries, which libraries are required? External libraries, okay. GraphQL related libraries, which libraries are required? Which libraries are required? Anyone? Which libraries are required? Okay, there has two libraries are required. One is like Apollo server. It's like okay, it is like server side, right? Apollo server is like one endpoint. Another one is like okay, not endpoint. GraphQL library. Another one is like GraphQL only the library. So can we install those libraries? Two libraries. So how we can install it? npm install @Apollo server. Another one is like
GraphQL.
GraphQL one. Just install it. Okay, then the next one is like if you want to use this one like one module. Okay, if you want to use like your ES6 import statements, export statements, when you can use like import and export statements, if this application is like one module. So how we can define externally, you can tell this is like a module in the package.json. You're supposed to be add one more field or property type. Okay, type should be what? A module. Type should be a module. Dana? Now in the package.json, now my dependency section, it's like added. Can I add? What is that? My type is like what? My type is like module or not. Dana?
So, sir,
Yeah.
it means we give the type equal to module, then only we can use import
Yes.
and
Import and exports. Import and
oh,
exports. Externally
other.
type.
Okay,
Otherwise, it gives an error. Import is not found as a keyword, something like that.
okay. Yes, before 6 we can use required instead of
Yes.
import.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Understood, everyone? Okay, then. Now tell me, terminology wise, what you required? Come on, come to the terminology now. Okay, 4 terminologies we use, na? What are
Type definitions.
okay, one is like type definitions. Come on. Next,
Resolvers,
resolvers. The next one
query,
is like query and mutation or not. So there has two files we can create. Okay, one is like type definitions, another one is like resolvers. Can we create those two files? In my app, just create two files. One is like type definitions.js simply. Okay, don't think more. Another one is like resolvers or not. Okay, na? Done. So if you want to give the type for the input or output, first of all, you should know the action. Na? Yes or no? You should know the action or not. Okay, tell me. If I want to get the student, get the student on roll number. If I tell like this, can anyone tell me what input is required? See, this is
Roll
my
number.
operation. Okay, let me write here. This is my operation. Okay, what is my operation? Get student on roll number. This is come under Codina mutation. Tell me first.
query,
Exactly.
Query.
It is come under query. Why? Because you not perform any operations, right? Manipulations, data manipulations or not. This is come under query. Now, once it is come under query, in the query section, okay. Now tell me what input you have to pass to the endpoint.
roll number,
Number or not. My input type is what? It is like a
Number.
number or not. My output is what? Okay, my output can be, for example, it's like an object or okay, student entire data if you want, one object or name only, for example, one string, something like this or not. So in the query section, you have to write your query. Okay, you have to write your endpoint, and this endpoint is expecting what kind of inputs, and this endpoint is expecting or returns. This endpoint is gives me okay, what kind of response, that type and everything you have to mention or not. Yes or no? Come on. Agreed, everyone? So that first of all, your action. Okay, what is your action? Get student by ID. So that action requires what input? Roll number. That input type is what? Integer. Okay, it returns me what? String. These all things you have to mention or not. If it is like a query. Okay, mutation also tell me. Okay, save student. Okay, this is commander what? Query na mutation?
mutation,
Mutation, right? Save student. Tell me, save student. If you want to save the student, what inputs are required? Tell me, what inputs are required?
student information,
Student name is required, for example, roll number is required. What kind of data you want me to store in the database? That data is required or not? So those inputs are required. Student name type is what? String. Student roll number type is like what? Integer. Something like this you have to mention or not. Once my operation is completed, that is the input. My output is what? Either success or failure, true or false. You may get it or not. Yes or no? Come on. Agreed or not?
yes sir,
So in the type definitions section, okay, you are going to mention the queries and the mutations and their types, what kind of input and what kind of output or not. Got my point? One. So shall we go to the type definitions? Shall we go to the type definitions?
okay sir.
Let's go. The type definitions, how it is looks like. Okay, simple syntax. Don't think more. Okay. Okay, then let's go. Now, can I create okay my type definitions? Can I create like my type definitions? Now tell me in the type definition section. In the type definition section, by seeing this one, tell me. Okay, I have one query input and output. You have to mention. This is come under what? Query na mutation. It's a
Query,
commander query. I
Query.
have one more question. Okay, you can say like a one question. Okay, get students is my question. My client asked this one. This is commander query or mutation? Come on,
query,
query. What input is required? Input, roll number. What output is required? Okay, string, object, something else, whatever it may be. Save student. Query na mutation?
mutation,
Mutation or not, so that in the type definition you have to mention okay two things. One is like a query section, another one is like mutation section or not. First thing, okay, just take like a backticks. I want to make like multiple statements in the stringified format. That's the reason syntactically use backticks like this. Now first section is what? query section. Can I write like this? Simple. First section, can I write like this? How many sections maximum?
2.
Two sections. Next section is what?
Mutation.
Mutation section or not? Mutation section or not? My type query section, mutation section. Get name. Okay, my question is like, I am the client, you are like a GraphQL endpoint. Get name. If this particular question, if I ask, that is come under query na mutation.
Query.
Query.
Query. Perfect. So here, see, user friendly names, direct names only you can use it. This is come under query na get name. Okay, get name. That's it. Okay, any student get name. Okay, I'm not giving any inputs. That is the next level step. If I ask the get name, he is going to give to me what? He is going to give to me what?
All the names.
Okay, not all the names. Only one student name I want. Just one student. That's it. Okay, if I
String.
ask like get name, it gives me what? What is the output? Input is not there. What is the output? Step by step we can
String.
right? So that for this particular get name, my output is like what? String. That's it. Agreed? Come on, simple. Okay, multiple endpoints you can write it. First endpoint, get name, no input, nothing. Output is like what? String or not? This is the question. Okay, na? Agreed, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So this is the question. Who is going to resolve this question? Who is going to resolve this question? Who is that person?
Resolver.
Resolver or not? Shall we go to the resolver section now? It is like completely JavaScript. Okay, completely JavaScript code we are going to write here. Okay, so in the resolver also, queries you have to resolve, mutation also you have to resolve or not? Yes or no? My questions related to queries, my questions related to what? Mutations also or not? So my resolver, can I write it? Resolvers, it's which type, you know? Multiple properties if you want to maintain. Best suitable format is what? Object. So can I write like a query section resolvers? Okay, queries can you resolve here? The next one is like mutations. Mutations can we resolve here? Okay, na? So at this moment mutation is not there, na? We can add it later. Mutation is not there, na? Can I delete it? Yes. So tell me what question you have to resolve? What is the question?
Get student.
Get name.
Get name.
Get name.
What the question he asked, that question only you have to resolve, right? Okay, he asked like get name, you are going to get like a get student name, something like this. It's like a mismatching, right? Okay, it is a kind of I asked one question, you answer like another question answer. Yes or no? Which question he asked, same question only you have to resolve or not? Yes, no? Come on.
Yes.
Okay, now that question also which section?
Query.
Query section. So that in that query section, tell me if you want to resolve, you can write one statement, two statements, three statements, 10 statements also. Tell me. Okay, multiple statements if you want to write, then you can go with what?
Object.
One function, functionality, right? This is functionality, right? Get the name, to get the name, I want to write 10 lines of code. That is like a functionality only or not? So that my get name resolver is like which type? Resolver is which type? Function or not? Now he can write like 10 lines of code, 100 lines of code, but finally output should be what?
String.
String, right? So how one function give the data back?
Return.
Oh, return, right? So that you can return. Okay, he is expecting like a string. Okay, like this, done. Okay, everyone. Like this, any number of queries you can write it. Okay, any number of mutations we can write it. We can give examples, multiple examples. First of all, make it work. Agreed? Okay, then. So my type definitions and my resolvers completed. What is the next step? Can anyone guess? What is the next step? You have to run the application, na? You have to run this application or not? Okay, once my application is up and run, then only, right? Anybody can consume. Okay, anybody can send the request to that particular GraphQL endpoint to get the response or not? Okay, na? so that
Yes.
can we run the application. So how we can run the application? If you want to run this application, okay, one server is required or not? Okay, let's go.
Mm.
Now, can I create one more file in the app one? What is that file name? Application.js file. Application.js file. Okay, now. So far, @Apollo server, am I used anywhere?
No.
@Apollo server, am I used anywhere? No, right? No, right? Now we are going to use that one. In the Apollo server library, we have one class is there, Apollo server only. By using that class, we can create a server to run your GraphQL endpoints. So can we get it first? Import, what is that? Apollo server. From where? Come on, what is endpoint name? What is the endpoint name? Okay, not endpoint. What is the class name? Apollo server.
Apollo server.
In your hand, one class is there. What you can do with that class? What you can do?
Create the object and
So new Apollo server. Now it's take like one parameter, that configuration information you have to take it or not. Yes or no? What is that configuration information? Can anyone guess? It's take one configuration, okay, information parameter, that is type is what, it's an object type. Okay, here can anyone guess, okay, what he is going to, okay, what kind of properties he is expecting? Anyone? Okay, here you created like two files. One is like type definitions, another one is like resolvers, right? Am I used anywhere? Am I interlinked anywhere, these two?
no.
Just JavaScript files you created, somewhere you have to link up, right? Okay, that responsibility my Apollo server is going to take care. So they are going to expecting your type definitions and the resolvers as a parameter. So can I export it to this one? Come on. Okay, can I export here also? Can I export here also? Done. Done. Can I export here also? Done. Now, can I import here in my app.js? Can I import it? How we can import it? Import my type definitions from which file? My type definition.js file. The next one is like what? Import my resolvers from which file? My resolvers.js file or not? Yes, na? Okay, then. Now they're expecting, Apollo server is expecting one config object. My object is nothing but what? It's a key value pairs or not? Okay, now tell me, I have the values. Okay, the keys are what? Can anyone guess? If I write like this, can anyone guess? It's a shorthand
Same.
syntax or not? My key type definitions only the key, type definitions only the key. Here the key is what? Resolvers only the key or not? That the reason to handle, to write like a shorthand syntax, I am using the same names only in the type definitions and resolvers or not? Understood? Come on,
Sir.
agreed everyone? Okay, now this is going to returns what? This is going to returns my server. Okay, it's like a Apollo server, GraphQL related or not? Yes, no? Now I want to run this particular JS in the Node server, right? Okay, for that, okay, we have one more. Okay, we have one class, one function you can say, that is like, okay, standalone, start standalone server. Okay, one function is there. By using that one, we can start. I have the server. You have to start it or not. For that, okay, can I get okay, start standalone import from Apollo server, okay, the same library only, standalone. Okay, now I want to start, what is the method name? Come on, spell out. Start standalone server or not? Server is there, you have to start, right, in one port number or not? Yes or no?
Yeah.
You have to start in one port number or not? So the start standalone, it's like a function which take what? Your Apollo server or not? Remaining all are like what? Optional only. It's take your Apollo server as like a argument.
Oh,
And I want to mention I want to mention this particular application where you want me to run for that purpose. I want to give some configuration. Okay, the port number, which port number you want me to run. Okay, for example, 2020 is my port number. Now, whatever the server you created, that server is like started in my local machine. Okay, by listening which port number? 2020 is the
2020.
yes or no? Now, my standalone server returns me what? My standalone server returns me what?
Promise.
Promise, right? So that if you want to take the data from the promise,
Await.
okay,
Dot in.
you can wait. Okay, once it is done, it is going to return me what? It is going to return me some success data or not. What it is going to return, you know, where my server is running, that URL it's going to return. Okay, not only URL, it's going to return an object. Just I do like a object destructuring. Now, once my server started, okay, successfully I get the URL. For our confirmation purpose, just I'm going to add like one message console.log server started at the this particular URL. This URL is like started. Okay, na? Agreed, everyone? Now, my type definitions, my resolvers, and everything is like what? Everything is like configured in the app.js. So that finally you have to run what? App.js file or not. If you want to run this one, can I go to my package.json scripts section? Can I write one command called as, come on, start command. Okay, how you want me to run one JS file? By using
Node or nodemon.
Okay, if you want to get the live reloading, then
Nodemon.
nodemon. Okay, what is the file name? My app.js is the file name or not? Yes, sir. Okay, now can I run npm start? Can I run npm start? Now see my nodemon app.js. Now my server started at the which port number? Come on, localhost 2020 or not? Agreed, everyone? Okay, now I want to test this endpoint. I want to test my GraphQL endpoint. If you want to test that REST endpoints, we are going to use like a Postman. If you want to test, okay, GraphQL endpoints, you can use like a Postman. But my GraphQL has their own separate playground to test your endpoints. So can I go with that? Localhost 2020. Can I click on enter? Now see, it is like one more, okay, one user interface, it's like opened or not. Now see my user interface, how it is looks like, how my user interface is looks like. See that this is my user interface or not? Are you able to see? Localhost 2020, are you able to see this? Now if you go to the root, okay, in the root, in the type definitions, you defined what? Query and mutation, both are only query na. Come on, you defined what? Query and mutation are only query na at this moment.
Query.
Only query. So that only queries are there. How many queries you defined?
One.
Only one. So I want to test this one, right? Can I click on this one? Now, once you click on this one, just the plus symbol is there, na? Just you can, okay, click on the plus symbol so that my query added or not. In the query, what is my query name?
Get name.
The query name or not? Now, can I execute this query? Whenever you execute this one, you are expecting what?
Written as a string.
Okay, see this? My output is this one only or not? Come on. See, okay, how the format is not a matter for me. My final output you are getting or not? Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Yes.
Agreed, everyone? So, any number of queries you can write. The endpoint URL is what? Is it changed or not changed?
Not change.
Not changed. Okay, if you want to consume this endpoint from the client, from the React or Angular, okay, tell me, what is your request method? My request method is always like a post only or not. Okay, na? Okay, then. Now, can we go with another requirement? Now, I need one more query. I need one more query to get the data from this particular student collection. To get the data from this particular student collection. Shall we?
Yes, sir.
Wait,
Sir,
okay, let's go.
yeah.
Word.
Sir, it means URL and method did not change, right? For every request, it will be same.
Same. But how
Okay.
we can differentiate, based on these particular inputs.
Okay. Based on the query, it will
Yes.
be vary.
Yes, we can differentiate.
That point, how we can know, sir? How mention? Suppose get name, right? One
Yeah,
query and next query. Okay, sir. You go ahead. The end, I
yeah,
will
we
answer.
can you can get the answer at the time of consuming in the React.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, then shall we go?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then shall we create one more endpoint? Okay, what is the question he asked? That means what kind of endpoint you want to get the data from the student collection or not? Yes or no? So this operation come under query or mutation?
Query
Query. Okay, where you want me to define first?
type
The type
definitions.
definitions. Shall we go? Okay,
Yes.
here can I write it? What is that? Get
Student.
get students. Get students. Any input is required at this moment? No input
No.
required. We'll see that one next example like that. Get students. Any input is required?
No.
No. What is the output?
String object.
The output is important here. The output should be, now see, okay, I am expecting like this or not. Okay, I want like a, okay, name, I want age, roll number, marks. Output type should be what? Tell me. Output
Object.
type should be what? Output type should be what?
Object.
My
Array.
output should be an array of objects or not? My
Okay.
output should be an array of objects or not? Yes or no? Okay,
Yes,
that
sir. Yes.
object contains what? That object contains what?
Name, age, roll
Okay,
number,
that
marks.
object contains name, okay, age, roll number, and marks or not? That each and every property type is what? Come on,
String.
And
come on. Property types also there, na?
name is roll number as a string and marks as a
Okay,
number.
it's like a stringified value only. This is string and this one is string, this one is string, and finally the last one is like what? Integer or not?
Integer.
Integer or not? Okay, na? Okay, then like that you can define. Here my id is like a unique one. My id is like a unique one. Okay, agreed everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go. Can I write? Get the students, my type should be
Array of objects.
array of objects. That object contains,
Name, roll number, string.
that object contains some of the properties. Okay, that is which type? Array of students or not. So now this is an array. This is an array. That's okay, fine. The array of students object, right? Now it is like not like a only string or not like only integer, right? If I write like, for example, okay, string array. Okay, if I write like this integer array, but it is like string array or integer array, or it is like user defined object. Come on.
User
Get,
defined.
yeah, get student array of strings. Okay, you can write like array of string, array of integer, you can write it. Okay, the string integer is like a predefined types, but you want like a get student array of strings are no, array of integers are no, array of students or not. So my array of students means my student is like what, one kind of type only or not? So that what you have to do, you have to define, okay, one user defined type here. My type is like a student. Okay, the type is like what? Any name you can give it. Okay, no problem at all. Any name you can give it. Student. My type is like student. See, main consideration. Okay, see, operations are like query mutation only. But user defined types you can define like this or not? Yes or no? I want to give like a proper output type. Okay, now tell me how many properties my student should contains?
4. Name,
4,
roll
5
number.
properties. Underscore id. Okay, this is like unique, right? So for unique identity, we have one predefined property. Predefined type is there. That is like id only. The next one is what?
Name.
The next one is like what? Name, age, roll number. My name is which type?
String.
My name is like a string type. Okay. No need to put like commas. Nothing is required. Age. Okay, string. Why I said like string? Here string is there, already existing one. Okay. Roll number and marks. Roll number and
String.
marks.
Integer.
Integer or not. Integer or not. Now, if I put something like this, exclamatory. Okay, that means what? For every document, okay, my ID is like what? Unique or not? Okay, that means it's like not to null. If you write like this, exclamatory, it's like a mandatory field. If you observe here, for every document, my ID is like auto-generated, means every document underscore ID value should be there or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, that's the reason my ID is like what? Mandatory or not? Agreed, everyone?
Okay, sir.
Come on. Now, my get students should returns array of what?
Students.
Array of a student. This type you have to mention here. Yes, no? All are okay. My query ready?
Yes.
Now tell me where you want me to resolve this. This is the question now. This is the question. Okay, I'm expecting array of students. That is the question I'm asking. Hey, I want the get students, all the students, okay, with the array of students format. Like that I asked. Where you have to resolve this one?
In resolvers.
A resolver section or not? In the resolver section. So can we go to the resolver section? Yes. Now in the resolver section, okay, you have to resolve this question under which section? Query mutation.
Query.
Query. So that I have already get name I have resolved. The next one is like what?
Get student.
Students I have to resolve or not? Okay, na? Now this function is there, na? This function called by you or called by some
Apollo server.
Called by some other people, right? Whenever you send a request. Now this function called by passing how many parameters? 4 parameters. One is like parent, another one is like org, the next one is like context, the next one is like info. I will give you a brief introduction about that one. For now, just remember this resolver function called by passing how many parameters? This resolver function called by passing how many parameters? 4 parameters. Okay, na? Agreed, everyone?
Sir.
Okay, then. Now tell me here, I want to take the data from where? I want to take the data from where?
Database.
From the database, right? What is my database I'm using?
MongoDB.
So if you want to connect with the MongoDB, which library is there?
Mongoose.
MongoDB is the library. So can I use it? Mongoose also you can use. npm install MongoDB. My app one npm install MongoDB is the library. Yes.
So that arguments you passed for that query, it's a common for all the
resolvers.
Right?
All the resolvers. Yes, all the resolvers. Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, can I get that MongoDB? Okay. Import Mongo from where? From my MongoDB or not? If you want to connect with your MongoDB server, you require like a client or not? So can I get the client? Mongo client equals to my Mongo client. Yes. My server is running where? In one URL, right? My server is running. Okay, this is my server connection string. Can I copy this? Okay, can I use the URL is like my URL is equals to this is my URL. Done? Now can we try? Can we try to connect with this URL with this client? My server is running in this URL. I have a client. I have the server. Can we try to connect?
Yes.
Mongo client dot connect with this URL or not? Now my connect method returns me what?
Promise.
Any function returns a promise. How we can hold the data
wait.
by promise? Yeah, wait or then. If the function contains await, that function should be async or not. Async or not. My Mongo client always returns me. Okay, Mongo client is connect with the server. It may successfully connected, may failure also. Na? Possibilities. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
My await always returns me what? Success data.
Success.
So that, okay, if it is really connected with the URL, it is connected with the server or not? Yes or no? That means it is connected with this server. In the server, multiple databases are there. Which database you want? SMS. So that my server.db, my database is not SMS or not? Yes or no? Okay. In the database, multiple collections are there. Which collection you want? Staff or students?
Students.
Students is my collection. So my db dot collection is like students or not? Okay. Once you have the collection, okay, how we can retrieve the data? Collection dot, which method is there? Find. There is no condition, nothing. In the array format, I want to get the data or not. The array also returns me what again?
Promise.
Promise. How we can retrieve the data?
Await.
Yeah, wait. So finally, you can get the result or not. So once you have the result, can we return that result? Yes or no? This is a function. Now, how we can give the response back?
Using return.
Return the result or not? Okay. If await always gives me the success data, if it is like a failure,
We can go
by
for catch.
using try catch. My catch always gives me your failure data or not. Always gives me your failure data or not. Okay, na? So here my console dot error. Okay, just you can put like error message. Okay, remaining all can I keep inside? You are try. Done. Yes or no? I'm using like node mon so that auto refresh happened or not. So shall we go to our playground? Now see this. There has one more added or not? Get students.
Yes.
Come on. There
Yes.
has one more added or not? So this time, what you want me to? This time, what you want me to? My get
Get
students I want. Can I click on this one? So can I see first plus is there na? Can I add this query to execute? Yes or no? I already told to you. You can customize the fields what you required or not. So how many fields it is going to give? Maximum. These are
5.
the fields, right? Okay, I want all the fields, for example. Okay, now can I click on the get students? Now can I click on the get students? Now it gives an error, just you can fix it. Message it what? Int cannot represent non-integer value. Is there something? Yes, mocks. This is the one. Na? Yes or no? See, it gives an error or not? It should not be string, na? It should be what?
Integer.
Integer, right? Now it is okay. Can I save it? Yes. Now all are like integers only or not? Okay. Shall we go? Now can I click on the get students? Yes. Now we are able to get it or not? Now this is this query for my desktop. In my mobile application, what I said, I want only 2 fields. Can I customize it? Can I customize it? Now see, I asked like how many fields? I asked like how many fields now? 2 fields only. Now you can get like what? Only 2 fields or not? Come on. For example, my tablet ask like I need only name. I don't want any other. Now you can customize. If you ask only name, you can get only name or not. See everything you customized or not. You can customize your input or not. Yes or no? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And one more thing is like in the rest. Okay. One time, one call only we can send it. Yes or no? One time, one call. But here, any number of calls, get student is one and get name also. See, any number of queries you can execute in a single query or not. Now see, my get students, this one, and my get name is this one or not. Multiple queries you can execute as like commander. Okay, multiple queries you can execute in a single query or not. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, for example, I want name and roll number. Now just customize it. Now you can get like what? Your name or roll number or not. This is the way you can create your simple GraphQL endpoint or not. Agreed, everyone?
Yes.
Data filter is possible, sir.
Second,
Data filtration, sir.
filtering, yes. Filtering is possible. Okay, here itself you have to filter, na? Find, find by ID. Okay, like this you can filter it or not. Here the logic never change. Logic never change. Okay, see, filtering means what you're thinking. What do you think? Roll number which is greater than something. My name is who starts with yes. So that kind of filtering, am I able to do here or not? You're asking that question.
Ah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No,
Yes,
no,
sir.
no, no, no. Once you get the response, on the response you can customize it. Okay, response is like fixed. Got my point? Okay, it's not
Okay.
like okay conditions or something you can you not write here. Okay, if you want to filtering, you have to do it here itself. Here itself, you can write that conditions and everything. Okay, now
Yes, sir.
any questions, anyone?
Sir, here
Yeah.
in get student, just we select only name, roll number, right? Here
Yes.
we know we take only two. At the time of getting the request, how we can ask that one? I need only two. I need only five. I need only
Yeah,
three.
that is your business requirement, nah?
Oh yes.
That is our business requirement. Okay, your application who is developing, okay, he said like, hey man, okay, for my mobile application just show only name and roll number. That business requirement my client is going to give. Based on that client, just you are going to requesting or not.
Okay.
That
So
is
that is
business
coming
requirement.
from React side.
Yes, the customization coming from React.
Okay, sir. Okay, got it. So normally we didn't ask anything. Five, it will become how many properties we will mention in the resolver. It will become if the client need anything from
Yes, if
front end side, any
final
specific.
structure is this one only, client can customize it.
Okay, sir. Yeah, got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, any questions, anyone? Okay, okay, for now I'm going to stop. Okay, tomorrow same time you can join. So I'm going to create a mutation one. Okay, na? How we can consume by using React, we'll see that one. Just for now, just practice this. I'm going to share you the video. Okay, just you can go through that, practice, and
Okay.
come for next tomorrow's class. You can easily understand. If you not practice, that's like again it's like new for you.
Sir, it is for now we developed this one only using graphical Apollo server.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, node with GraphQL, this is the one.
Okay, sir. Node with Express different, sir.
Yeah, Node with Express, the skeleton different. Skeleton.
Okay.
Okay, remaining all the resolvers, okay, the type definitions and everything is like same.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Apollo GraphQL is like same. Apollo GraphQL is providing the service for server side Apollo server or client side Apollo client. Okay, that Apollo client library we are going to use in the React side or Angular side. Yeah, React query, and this one is like same. By using React query we can consume it. Okay, React side. Okay, Shubham, React query is the library we can consume the GraphQL endpoints. Okay, Apollo client also there, you can consume the GraphQL endpoints. Yanks, yes, by using Yanks library also we can consume the GraphQL endpoints, same.
Oh, okay, sir.
So it means we can install the library. Suppose GraphQL, we are using the Apollo client, just we are using the React side. If from we
Apollo
need
client
from
library
React,
you have to install.
we need from React query, na React query library, we can install and write.
Yes,
That's
three ways. Apollo client is one way. Okay, there is maintaining like a caching and everything. Okay, by default, so that most of the people are like, if it is like using GraphQL in the backend, front end, they are going to use like Apollo client. React query also same kind of feature is going to give. React query specific to React. Apollo client wherever you want you can use it. In
okay, sir.
Angular also. Okay, this is like generic.
Okay, sir.
Okay, in the React, Anxious library is there to send the request, get the response. By
Yes.
using Anxious library also, you can consume this GraphQL endpoints.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the best thing is like Apollo client is the best.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that is for any. Okay, not only for React. That is like global. In Angular
Oh,
also you can use. Okay, Vue.js also you can use. Okay, like that. React core is specific to React.
okay, sir. Sir, at the time of request, just we are using cards, right, from different clients. It means
Yes,
the
and
port number.
yes.
So in that chords we use it in Node.js normally. So now when we have used the GraphQL, right? So in that case, it's not required chords, or chords also we need to.
Cars always required. Why? Because okay, this one, okay, it is running on localhost 2020. Okay, na?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
my client application is running localhost 3000. My browser is going to block that one.
Yes.
My browser is going to block it. That is like a okay global thing. Okay, whether you are
Okay.
using REST or GraphQL, it is not a matter. Application level, cars is required.
Okay, sir. So then we need to configure chords in our GraphQL
Yes,
this node.
Node.js. Yes.
Okay, sir. Like same, right, sir?
Yeah,
Install
cars
the
only we have
chord,
to use it.
and we
Yes.
are using the app.use chords
Yeah,
like
we
that.
can, we can we can create an application by using Express, and we can include this one, and you can go with the cars. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
that one I will show you that.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yes, so what is your question? One of our project which is from auto industry, they using only because of nearly 200 properties, including nested ones. They send. Okay. Use data is there, retrieving operations you are performing, keep on best suitable is like you can go with GraphQL. Okay then, shall we continue tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Okay then, tomorrow same time 9 a.m. you can join. We'll continue. Just practice, okay? Thank you
Yeah,
guys. Thanks for joining.
thank you, sir.